In this video, we will introduce a visual analytics framework for spatial-temporal trade network analysis. Our framework consists of a country product matrix view, anomaly time series view, choropleth view, trade diffusion graph, scatterplot view, and clustering view. The matrix view provides an overview for the trade and stability correlations for each country and food group pair. Each cell is colored by the number of correlations between trade measures and country stability. The cells in the matrix are sorted from more correlations to less correlations. The snapshot matrix on top shows the current viewport. We can brush over some cells to zoom into a detail level. Now, in each cell, the circle in the center represents the ACLID events, and it is surrounded by a set of correlated trade attributes, such as the import quantity, export quantity, and triads. The arrows connecting them indicate correlations. Clicking on the cell will select the country and food group for further analysis. Now we will demonstrate the other features in our framework through a case study. In this case study, we already know that Thailand had a drought in 2011 and want to explore the implications of this event. We know that Thailand is a major exporter of rice, so we manually select rice in Thailand. The line chart for Thailand showed a significant decrease in the quantity of rice exports in 2012. To see which country might significantly be impacted due to this export drop, we can click the anomaly dot. The choropleth maps show the countries which received Thailand's export in 2012, along with small multiple maps that list countries that also had significant drops in rice exports in 2012. On the trade diffusion graph, countries that experienced a decrease in rice imports were retrieved, and they are linked to Thailand based on the chain of dependencies along the intermediary countries. The countries with import anomalies are colored in green. The graph shows that Niger, United States, China, and Vietnam may have transferred this impact to other trade partners but were not significantly influenced by Thailand's rice export shrinkage. To explore why some countries suffered from Thailand's rice export more significantly than others, we can choose to cluster these countries in the trade network based on the similarities of their triad profiles. We notice that the largest group contains most of the countries that were affected by Thailand's drop in rice exports. We can split this group further, and we can notice that the largest group now contains only countries that are colored green in the diffusion graph, except Fiji. By switching to view the average triad profile, we can see that most of the variability comes from the open triads. We can verify this further by only considering the open triads during clustering. Let's remove the closed triads. Now we can see that countries with import anomalies are more tightly grouped together. Looking at what may have caused this grouping, we can see that Pakistan, which is colored green but not in the largest group, seems to serve as a transferring country in the network as it has leverages on multiple countries, such as Iran, Kuwait, and Tunisia, whereas Canada, Australia, Cambodia, and Niger only leverage on a single country. So we think it may be possible that grouping of countries is based on their leverage on the other countries. After switching the nodes to the ACLID color, we can see that Tunisia has relatively high violence event counts. To investigate whether the high ACLID counts in Tunisia is related by the disruptions in trade, we can select Tunisia. We can see that Tunisia ACLID counts rise sharply during 2011 and 2012, while it is experiencing disturbance in trade. However, we don't see the same pattern on Niger, which is the other Africa country on the graph. Because Niger and Tunisia are the only two Africa countries in the graph, we want to investigate why Tunisia is green and Niger is not. To see how this is related to their rice trade, we notice that Tunisia imports most of its rice from India and Pakistan, both of which appear in the trade diffusion graph. Whereas Niger imports from a larger variety of countries. Comparing triads in both countries, We can see overall that Niger has a larger variety of triads than Tunisia. We can verify this too in the scatter plot. We can see that not only does Niger have more variety of triads, but it is also higher in most of the closed triads. As such, having a wide trade network that does not connect in a single trade diffusion path can increase a country's resilience to agricultural disruption. It may also enhance local stability, as Niger did not exhibit a significant social unrest problem like that of Tunisia.